Today, we're unboxing and assembling the DUOTTS C29-K dual battery e-bike. Let's get started. If you're unboxing on your own, it's easier to take the bike out by laying the box on the floor. It's also a good idea to keep the box in case you need to return it. Carefully remove all the protective packaging. Inside the accessory box, you'll find the tools and reflectors, a quick-release skewer, a toolkit, aluminum pedals, an optional half-throttle, a derailleur guard, extra zip ties, and the user manual. Also included are the seat post, rear rack, secondary battery with its mounting support, and finally, the main battery. To install the handlebar, loosen the two side screws on the stem. Position the stem upright and tighten the side screws firmly using a hex key. Next, remove the four front screws. Straighten the handlebar cables and place the handlebar onto the stem. Insert the four screws back into place and tighten them evenly in a cross pattern. Open the quick-release clamp and slide the seat post into place. Make sure the clamp has the right tension, then close the lever to secure it. Carefully turn the bicycle upside down. Remove the placeholder axle and prepare the front wheel and quick-release skewer for installation. Position the front wheel in the fork and that the wheel is seated fully in the dropouts. Verify that the wheel spins freely. Insert the quick-release skewer through the front wheel axle and reinstall the retaining nut. Adjust the quick-release tension as needed, then close the lever securely to lock the wheel in place. Spin the wheel to confirm that it rotates freely. Carefully return the bicycle to its upright position. Remove the four rear rack mounting screws. Position the rear rack and tighten all four screws securely. Prepare the taillight for installation. Mount it onto the rear rack and use a 10 mm wrench to tighten the two bolts firmly. Finally, use zip ties to secure and organize the cables, trimming any excess. Place the secondary battery support onto the rear rack, ensuring the button access hole is positioned near the saddle. For easier installation, remove the seat post. Use the provided rubber spacer blocks between the battery support and the rear rack. Insert the long screws through the battery support and spacers. Then attach the bottom fixing plate. Using the wrench and hex key, tighten all bolts lightly at first. Do not fully tighten at this stage. Insert all four blocks and fixing plates to secure the battery support to the rear rack. Once all bolts are in place, tighten them firmly. This step should be done slowly and carefully to ensure the assembly is safely secured. Now is a good time to install the rear mudguard. Remove the mounting screw. Position the mudguard and secure it using a 10 mm wrench and a 5 mm hex key. You may need to apply some force and slightly bend the support arms to align them correctly. Adjust the position to ensure it does not rub against the tire. Next, return to the battery installation. Connect the two cables to the battery base, male to female and vice versa. Insert the battery base into the battery support, ensuring the on-off button is accessible and the locking key is correctly positioned. Using a hex key and wrench, tighten the three bolts firmly to secure the battery plate. Organize the cables and secure them with zip ties, trimming any excess. Reinstall the seat post. Finally, insert the battery and lock it in place. The pedal marked L goes on the left side. Screw it in by hand counterclockwise, then tighten it with a 15 mm wrench. Repeat the process for the right pedal, but tighten it clockwise. Remove the nut cover and use an 18mm wrench to loosen the axle nut. Position the derailleur guard, then retighten the nut securely. It is important to tighten the motor axle firmly. Reinstall the plastic cover once finished. Attach the reflector to the spoke and tighten it with a screwdriver. To install the front mudguard and headlight, remove the fork bolt. Assemble the mudguard arm. Position the mudguard and headlight and secure them with a 5mm hex key. Finally, adjust the headlight position as needed. If you choose to install the optional half-throttle, loosen the brake lever, gear shifter, and USB port to create space. To remove the right hand grip, a useful tip is to apply a small amount of water between the grip and the handlebar to help loosen it. Slide on the throttle, followed by the plastic spacer, then reinstall the hand grip. Some force may be required to slide the new grip into place. Use a 3mm hex key to secure the throttle. Finally, reposition and tighten the brake lever, gear shifter, and USB port. Next, remove the cable cap cover and open the cable organizer. Connect the cable by aligning the marked arrows. Make sure the front wheel is properly aligned, then tighten all stem screws firmly. It is very important that they remain securely tightened for riding safety. Finally, install the stem rubber cap. Inflate the tires, insert the primary battery, turn both batteries on, and test the system by powering up the bike. Congratulations! Your new DUOTTS C29-K is ready to ride!